With over 33 years in the mobile bartending and service industry, he is the guy who brings the party and the joy wherever he goes.
She's a seasoned event planner and producer with more than 20 years of experience in sports, corporate, nonprofit, and private events, and she's here to keep things running smoothly.
Together, we are hot mics, cold drinks, and untold disasters of the wild, hilarious, and unforgettable moments in the world of events. This is the EventTalk Podcast with Dave and Rachel. Hi, everybody. Sorry, pre-laughs before we're starting recording this one. Welcome to the EventTalk Podcast, hot mics, cold drinks, and untold disasters. We've kind of already told some untold disasters behind the scenes before this, so we have a lot of fun stuff to share. But we are here with Emily today with Etc. by Emily.
Hello.
Thank you. I thought I was saying like a drug. Etc.
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 Miscellaneous stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
Staff.
It could be check-in people. It could be bartenders. It could be servers. It could be cleanup people. It could be anybody you need extra.
Dancers on boxers at boxes at one of the
dancers on boxers.
Not in boxers.
They had tutus.
They had tutus on.
Tutus.
Yes.
I love it.
That was at a cool off and style. That was a neon.
Ooh.
That was You liked that when you said that was your best one.
That was so fun. It was like when I
gosh.
first started and just being asked to have dancers on. I'm like, can I do that?
Dancers?
Sure,
Male
I can.
dancers and tutus?
That's where I learned that.
No, they were
They were
female.
female.
Just a tutu and that's it.
Just the tutu.
They were dressed, Dave. We have a whole lot of class with a little bit of sass.
I know, right?
Come on
There
now.
you go. Well, welcome to the
Yay.
EventTalk Podcast. So I am newer to you. I don't know you very well, but you did come to the EventTalk in May.
I did.
And we have some great ideas for the future of that. But you've been working with Dave or / competitors of
Did I have
Dave
hair?
for years.
We met?
No, sweetie.
Okay.
No, you've never
I wasn't
had.
that young. I thought I was younger.
Yeah.
Well, when you started, we met, right?
Yeah.
Because you asked for advice and you wanted to see how this
first
industry
started.
worked.
Yeah. I
think
think
we
I
met-
charged like $0 an hour. I remember that first time we went to coffee and you told me you're not charging enough. You're not
Right.
doing this right. And you, come on now. And you really told me how to
Well, yeah,
how to
your
price and how
services
to-
was worth a lot more, but
Yeah.
as most first time business owners start, you undercut
your
because you
worth.
think that that's what they want.
Yeah.
But as we always said, there's people buying Lamborghinis, so you always want to price it where you think, right? You don't want to
and
outprice
really,
it.
and to be fair straight across the board in the market, so it's not,
Right.
someone's so high and so
Right.
low.
Oh, well, some of the new people now, I look at their pricing, they're so high, and I'm like, I'm doing something wrong.
Right. Like, wow, you must have like superhero kind of
Right.
people.
That or you only want to work once a month.
Right. Yes.
Because
yeah,
that's all
there's
you're
a
going to
lot
get.
of that. Yeah.
But we have a mocktail that
do
we're
have a mocktail real
highlighting
quick.
today.
So this
correct?
mocktail, hold on. Steph made us, this time, a raspberry lemonade with muddled raspberries. And then we even have raspberries in it. So this one, she makes everything from scratch. So cheers.
Hear it?
You got to go over.
Cheers.
Oh, this is super.
Is it
yummy.
good?
Yeah. Very good.
Oh, that one's a good one.
Very watermelon.
They're all good. It is watermelon, yeah, in a sense.
Watermelon. I cannot talk to
Etc. No,
etc.
People say ETC. I'm like, we're 11 years in. Call us whatever you want. Just order services on the website.
Just Emily. Just call it Emily.
Yeah. We're
Yeah,
good.
so
We
that's
will
good.
show up.
Very yummy.
that was a good one.
Good job.
Good
Steph.
job,
Steph.
Wherever you are, listening in, watching in. Anyways, well, tell us a little bit about like what got you into this and kind of, along the way, we've already kind of said behind the scenes, talked about some funny stuff, but I'm sure you see a lot of untold disasters and crazy things that happen at events or hear about them from your staff.
I do. What got me into it? Oh, by accident.
Okay.
Yeah. No business plan. No game plan. I
can be
was the
successful,
caterer,
guys.
right? I was
You
very
learn by
open to whatever
mistakes.
God wanted it to be, and this is,
Yeah.
I guess, what we came up with. I was the catering manager for the Chicago Cubs and the Brewers,
Okay.
and
Baseball.
yeah, and the restaurant that the food came out of closed, and I was left with really not a lot going on.
Not a lot.
Also, we'll
close
just
them.
throw it in there. I'm 17 years sober. Sobriety is a big part of my life and a big part of my company. And I was
Congratulations. That's a big accomplishment.
It is.
Thank
Congrats.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And mocktails are good.
Yeah, they are. Those who can add vodka should. But so I was left in a position where I didn't really know what I was going to do. I had 2 young sons at home, And so I started a little concierge service called Etc. by Emily, which is why it's called that instead of Etc. Staffing.
There you go.
And sure enough, you know,
Did you start it here?
one client,
Okay, not Chicago. So you were here by then.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm from Seattle, but Chicago, Seattle, same.
You said
The Brewers.
Oh, sorry, spring training.
Spring training.
okay.
That
Got
makes me
it.
feel better.
I see
I was
how
like,
that could be.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
You got
in
me
Chicago
back- you got me like
Brewers.
this.
Yeah,
Wait, okay.
at the spring training facility.
Okay.
Fair.
And so, yeah, one client asked for 2 people, and then another asked for 4, and then so on and so forth. So, a staffing
we are.
agency it became.
There we go.
Yeah.
What were the first like 1 or 2 requests that you got for your company to staff?
One was Arcadia Farms.
Okay.
A lot of people have gone there. It's
Yeah.
adorable and
so
neat.
cute.
And,
Town Scottsdale.
Been there
yeah,
forever.
so cute. And it's still there, which is so neat. So that was where
Okay.
they were like, "Do you have 2 people? Do you have 3
To
people?"
just like work food,
Yeah,
cash,
just
something
server or
extra, like a
whatever.
day of extra helping
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah.
Okay. Like
And then, Chateau Lux,
up by you.
which
We both
we both did it.
opened it up.
Okay.
Yeah. So that there's a story. So it did. Chateau Lux is a beautiful venue, and may God always be with it.
It's got a lot of chandeliers, but it's very classic.
Yeah.
That's
My,
where we had
yeah.
the party that they were dancing in
On the boxes.
On the box.
On the
Yeah.
boxes.
That was-
the
that was
tutus,
one of
the
our
girls,
pull-off
not the
styles,
guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they were brand new. It's a very large venue.
It is. It's
and
very
they had
large.
0
2 big
staff.
ballrooms.
Right.
And so that was one of my stories I had written down was so they had their first wedding for 500 people.
Okay.
Really like up against when they had gotten permitted to open, and it was like then in the week period of
So we were
time.
probably there bartending then.
Yeah, and like the doors swung open and 500 people, but they opened the buffet line for 500 people at one time. And like
And it was at one buffet?
yes,
500 people?
and you can't drop food.
No.
We were like, may God does that. Oh my God. Like we are screwed. We can't run pans, the kitchen. Like we knew we were going down.
Yeah.
And so it's really where the bright, shiny, happy people tagline came from. Cause I'm like, smile. Cause people are going to be mad and all you can do is be lovely.
They had a
And
private chef at the time.
Yeah, we're going down. Yeah, it wasn't even a catering company. It was,
It was a
one
private
dude.
chef, yeah.
Poor guy.
And the DJ, everybody may go to the buffet line. I'm like, table numbers, buddy.
Right.
Oh,
So you think it was the
Yeah.
DJ's fault?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Sorry, DJ. Don't know who you are.
Yeah,
but
don't know.
We're not going to
You live and learn.
Right, right.
Yeah,
You live and
yeah.
learn.
And we got it down, and we did it for a long time, and now they have their own staff. But yeah, for sure, those first few where I was like, what?
Right.
Did
So
we
fun.
do
so
it?
is that
Everything was
when you
still
met
fun.
him? Or
No.
you had
Before.
known before?
Yeah,
Okay.
before.
Okay.
Yeah.
When they were building it, we both jumped in and
Yeah.
spoke to the owners, and we started off with them as the
Makes
day
sense.
one.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. No, it's up by the FBI area up there. It's actually,
Yeah.
it's nice if you're willing to travel.
You know
Yeah.
about the FBI, huh?
Shh, we don't talk about it.
Do they know about your past?
They probably know about mine. Just kidding.
Yours.
Totally kidding.
They know about mine. We're buds.
This is why I asked if you guys edited. He's
We're
like,
friends.
nope.
Let's just go for it. I love it.
Oh,
I
my
love it.
halo is crooked.
My halo.
So what is a crazy story that like either you haven't told before or you want to share?
Oh God.
Not to
It's like,
pressure
do
you
I
or
would
anything.
like to out myself completely, or do we want to be
Well, you don't
careful?
want to out. You just want to. So the whole concept is, your client says, Emily, you did an amazing job.
They
I just lost my boss.
We just got these
That's
guys,
what
and
she
he's
said.
brewing
That's
it
what she
already.
said, right? You did great. Everything was great, and you're like, thank you. And then in the back, your manager's like, are you kidding me?
Right,
'Cause
right.
The shrimp went in the pool, right? This guy, fainted in
It
the
was a
elevator.
shit show.
right?
Yeah. That happens all the time, right? You get those phone
Right.
calls where it's just like, oh my God, blah, 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 and you're like, hey, slow down.
Call Uber.
Does the client know?
Yeah.
Right.
And they're like, no. I'm like, then there is not a problem right now. There's not a problem.
Right. Take a deep
Order
breath.
oregano, it'll be fine.
Right.
So
You have no idea.
I know.
yeah, we dropped the food on the floor. Yeah, Chipotle, you'll
Ever
be fine.
since
Government.
Uber became a thing, it has
Yeah.
saved our lives. Uber,
back
Lyft,
in the day,
Waymo.
my driver, I'd be like, you got to go to Glendale. He's like, I'm in Litchfield Park.
Right.
And then Steph, who's made these beautiful drinks, goes, just order Uber.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So now I'm like, oh, now I have drivers
It's
all
like
over
a
the town.
Game changer.
Right.
Uber
Oh, for
Lyft.
sure.
Uber
Yeah,
Lyft.
yeah.
Super helpful.
Stories.
Untold.
Any cool houses you've been to?
Oh, so many cool houses.
See?
You too, huh? Like so many
We did
many
a
houses.
baseball player, and I'm not saying his name, but
Yeah.
they went to pay me, and they hit a button, and the wall in the living room turned.
Yeah.
And you went into it, and in there was all of his awards and Cy
very cool.
Youngs. And
Yeah.
his wife said, "Hey, if I get robbed, you can take the furniture and all that shit,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
this
Leave that
stuff,
alone."
this you
Hidden.
can't do that." And it was really, really cool.
Yeah.
So it's there's stuff like that.
I feel like the neatest project that we've ever done was during COVID. I got a phone call from an event planner, and asking me if my team would be willing to clean out a very famous football player's garage. He had just had a breakup, and all of the stuff from all of the houses went into this new house's 3-car garage. And the amount of, he was on a video game, so we had all of those video games, bobbleheads, like the amount of merch he had in there.
Right. That's funny.
was absolutely amazing, and the people that I brought were super into him, and like that was just, they still talk about it today of how cool it was.
And you were cleaning out a garage.
Yeah, we were just
But
cleaning
it's
out
a
a garage.
Isn't that
memorable time
amazing?
for that.
I mean,
Et
you get
cetera.
those type
Yeah.
of calls. Right?
Yeah,
Who do we
yeah.
call to clean our garage? Well, just
Yeah.
call Emily.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure, especially during COVID. What else can we do for you?
Fair enough.
Wait, we had a bunch of underground clients that were like, "Screw this, I need a bartender."
Yeah.
Right, at their homes. It was a very interesting time.
Yeah. So I traveled during that time. We had a government contract in Wisconsin, and then I had a condo in Flagstaff, so I was going back and forth. And it was interesting to see per city. I was like, shit, do I wear a mask? I tried to be very respectful of what's going on
In that
city. But it was really,
Don't go to Michigan.
each city was totally different. I'm like, okay, I'll just keep my mask in my pocket and,
Cards, everything. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Anything happened at the, she owns a coffee shop too.
A coffee shop.
Yeah.
It was an accident. You should come visit, though.
You should come in that.
So it's called No Filter. Because my team has no filter. Most
Because
people
the
that work
owner
for me
doesn't
are
have a
like
filter.
fun and young and sweary and all of the things. And so it's called No Filter, and we office out of it.
Okay.
We also have coffee catering carts, like little espresso carts that go around. They're really cute.
Anybody have too much coffee and faint or anything good
No,
stories?
so
of that?
far
out,
so
shake
Anybody
good.
burn their mouth or anything? No.
Oh, so far, we
Knock on
haven't.
wood.
We haven't checked anyone up. I mean, but yeah, so that's also.
Oh my gosh,
We do that
so-
on the side. So my team's also trained baristas.
There you go.
Yeah.
So it's literally etc.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So the weirdest thing that you want done, call you.
Yeah. Usually
weirdest
either
thing.
I can do it or I know someone
Who does?
who does. Yeah.
Yes. And how long have you been doing this business? I
11 years.
11 years. Okay,
Yeah.
that's right. But you got into it
Totally by accident.
by accident in the coffee shop.
I was like, I'll run errands.
there you go. Now you have people that do it.
I mean,
Any other stories that just come to mind of employees? Yeah, like, I mean, we've had one where, Dave, we can't find this employee, and he just left.
yeah, oh, for
Right,
sure that
right,
happens.
yeah, right.
I'm like, where's Bobby? They're like,
Right,
Bobby
he's
left.
It's like, what do you mean he left? And it's like,
Yeah.
pardon me, right? That kind of, and the client, of course, doesn't know because the other staff
Yeah.
picks up the slack.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
There's a lot
Right.
of that. Well, one of our big things is if one person fails, you all fail. So when they come
Right.
and tell on each other, I'm like, you guys all need to be great. And if someone's not being great, be greater.
Right.
Like really work as a
But
team.
let you know about it, too.
Yeah, oh, for
Like
sure.
the ones that don't
Yeah.
tell us. It's
Yeah.
like, really?
I'm like,
How do we fix it?
right. We did have a client where my team drove the van, like the catering van for them, and then set it up for a corporate lunch. And I went with them one day because I like to know the scoop. And so I went with them one day, and the van door swung open
While driving?
while driving. And I was like, guys, what is this? They're like, yeah, it happens sometimes. I'm like, pull the van over right now.
my
First of
God.
all, liability and insurance. Second of all, we tell me things like the van door swings open. It was the
Yeah.
client's van. So we had a talk. The client and I worked it out. But holy Mary, motherfucker,
Just
come
driving
on.
down the freeway or
like, and they were
street.
just casual about it. They're like, they know. I'm like, I didn't.
They know?
Yeah.
You got Schaefer's in there.
Yeah,
you got all
right. I'm
sorts
like,
of
this is
stuff.
just ridiculous.
One turn.
And it was, yeah.
That
right.
seems to be the theme.
Oh,
I
shit
know. We had
coming.
a couple podcasts ago. A woman, balloons just fly out the back of the
She
U-Haul
forgot to
into
she
the
forgot to
freeway.
put the top.
the top down.
So
the back of the
garbage
U-Haul.
bag. Well, it wasn't a garbage bag. She said it was like a.
It was a king mattress pad bag.
A
So
bag.
she had done all her ballooning, and it went up.
and it flew out the.
no.
She had
flew
to
out
go
the back.
redo them before the event. But basically, make sure all
Yeah.
moving vehicles lock all around, please.
Right. Oh my gosh, that's
Learning
rough. That's a
thing of
rough
the
one.
day.
But yeah, the door swinging open. I was
my
like,
gosh.
okay,
That's
really.
hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
We're not doing this
Your
again.
employees never tell you anything, right?
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, like it's fine.
They figure it out.
They do
They don't
figure-
figure it out. I mean, they figure it out, but it's silly.
Yeah.
Right? Tell me so I can fix it.
Right.
Right? We won't get into management. This isn't a management thing.
Yeah. Well, so my team meets, and again, a majority of the people on my team are reestablishing their life in some way.
Okay.
And so we meet at the coffee shop every Wednesday, and they pick up their paychecks in person. We do some things kind of differently because of what our mission is, and they do most of the time tell on each other, which is great. Like, I do want to know, but also if one
Yeah.
person sucks, y'all suck. So stop telling on
Right.
each
Yeah.
other. There's a balance.
I have to
between-
fire.
between
If I
that.
fire them, then it's like, did you know what they were doing this whole time? It's like,
Right.
why didn't you
Yeah.
tell me? Back in the day,
Apparently, you knew what they
back
were
in the
doing.
day, I actually had on the website a hidden survey that you could tattle on your and it you wouldn't know where it came
Anonymous.
from.
Yeah.
Right. So that way it's like, hey,
tattling.
Tommy's eating on the job, or
Yeah.
he's out back having a cigarette, so we can discuss it, but I don't know who it came from. Because
Right.
I think a lot of times the employees don't want to be
Right.
that person.
Yeah, I had one be like, I'm from Chicago. We don't do that. And I'm like, do you like working here? Because I'd like to keep my company out with it. What happened? And then they'll.
Fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
You have any clients ever get too toasty and you had to sit them down in a chair? And,
No, but I have had some clients. Usually, I feel like Dave and I do this to each other, where we pass off the. We'll just say, I'm sorry to the Miss Joneses
I'll start
in the
with
world.
this one. I had a client that was so hard to deal with.
He dumps them on me, or I dump them on
I
him.
said this guy was so mean. All my bartenders would just, I'm not going to this guy. I'm not doing it. He's
Like
the
the
meanest.
event. Work the
He
event
would call us
anymore.
every single time, but bitch about every single thing.
That was-
Yeah.
And so I said to her, I go, this one's yours, and she's, I got it. I'm putting my best person on it. I know exactly who to put on this.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I called you the next day. How'd it go? And you go, no, we're never going to do that again.
Yeah, we
There are
did.
some of those
We
clients.
did do it. I went on the property, and he was just upset because and I looked him straight in the eyes and I said, "If there's a problem, my server has permission to walk off property, right?" And he did treat mine just the same way.
Yeah.
I think we did it like twice, but yeah.
It's just the arrogance sometimes. That's
Yeah.
all
Oh,
yeah.
too.
That idea that like the service staff should be treated any other way besides lovely is like, get over
People.
yourself.
They're still people.
Well, we used to joke. We say, well, not joke. You can tell who made their money, and you can tell who was given their money by the way they treat the help.
That's
Yep.
exactly
Right, and so the guy, I drove up to a beautiful home in Paradise Valley, and he came out and he helped me unload, and he wanted to know about my business. So once I found out, he owned multiple businesses.
Yeah.
Right, and then you have the guy, you go in, you go there. His daddy gave him all of his money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so it's the way they treat you. It's very interesting.
Well, you mentioned the garage, cleaning out the garage. Were there any other weird requests of jobs that people need filled?
So we just got one.
Oh.
And I suppose
Have you completed it yet?
we completed it.
Okay.
So we put together it's a politically
Bikes.
gentle environment. We put together military beds in the middle of nowhere on a military base because
Okay.
there's some movement going
Yeah.
on in the government. And so that was a weird phone call. Can you put together 300 beds? It was on a base in between Las Vegas and California in the middle of nowhere. And I mean, the answer is yes.
Yeah.
We certainly can. This is what we do. But
Right.
holy crap.
What do you mean put them together? Like the
Metal,
bed?
like
So they
beds.
had popped up a tent.
So they were in pieces.
They were in
the actual
pieces.
bed frame kind of
Yes.
thing? You didn't have to put the blankets and linens.
No, we didn't have to make them. No, they had to assemble them.
Oh, just assemble them.
Yeah.
Wow, that's an
Yeah, yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
I've done a corporate event team bonding with building bikes, but not beds.
Yes,
Right, right.
beds. I was like, okay, a government
Interesting.
request.
That
so
is
those,
a very
yeah,
interesting request.
that was.
Cleaning out garages,
That's et
making
cetera.
beds.
Yeah, right. I mean, I guess we did it, and they are excited. I feel like since my team is kind of looking for something fun and exciting to do and something to fill some of those voids, that when I send them on crazy projects like that, they're like, hell yeah.
Well,
Even
it's
if it
different,
sucks,
right?
they're still like, yeah, I'll go.
It's also bragging rights.
Yeah,
right? What did
for
you do
sure.
today? I was in the middle of the desert building military beds.
Right,
Right?
for sure. We
'Cause-
drove to Vegas to staff a convention, and this happened and that happened. They
Any
like-
Super Bowl parties?
They like that.
Or any, like we have a bunch of Super Bowl party stories and any Fiesta Bowl
Charities.
stories, charities that,
Venues.
right.
venues.
I know I've had some friends of it.
Did I tell the Usher
Yeah.
story? I don't think I told it.
Usher, like the singer?
Yeah, we did a Super Bowl party for him,
That's
and he
so
wanted
fun.
a bottle of vodka, so I handed it to one of my bartenders and said, "Here, Usher wants a bottle." He's in the back
Okay.
room, and the bartender goes, "Usher, you mean the singer?" And I'm
Shut
like,
up.
"Yeah." I'm like, yeah, he needs the bottle. So we take it to him. He goes, you mean the usher? Like usher? And he froze. He literally.
Yeah.
I'm like, give me the bottle. I'll send someone else.
I love that, though.
And he's like, no, I got this. Okay.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I got this.
That's so.
He came back and goes, I saw usher.
And for a guy to do that too.
Yeah,
Usually
so
it's
excited,
that
like,
for a girl.
fan
the story
crush.
at this time because it was the first Super Bowl. No, the second Super Bowl here. So whatever year that was.
Yeah. Okay. Have you found that you've gotten a little bit like numb about celebrities? Like I don't get excited
I'm not
anymore.
numb, but again, we actually
Like we fed
we
Cher.
talked
I'm like,
about
why didn't I
this.
go? And
Right.
Pink. I'm like, why didn't I? It just darn it.
I
wish I cared.
I'd rather send my friends or send the staff
Yeah.
or send who because again, to me they're beautiful, nice
Yeah.
people that when they're at home they prefer to be at home.
Yeah.
Right. When they're out, they understand that's their job.
Yeah.
So we've met so many celebrities
Right.
that
Yeah.
to me it's like hi, and then I always say the best thing to ask a celebrity is what do you do when you're not working?
Yeah.
Because then they go, oh my God, I paint. I love
Yeah,
dogs.
yeah.
And they can
Anything
talk about
besides,
their
like,
right. Because
yeah.
it's not like, oh, it's Usher. Sing me a song.
I think it might have been that way over Usher. He's pretty cool. So I did get a phone call once from a venue. And they asked me, hey, we're doing a plated, and that's our thing is to be able to orchestrate plateds and really be able to carry those trays and all of these things. So I said yes, and he put in a work order, and we had the job booked, and the job was staffed. We were about 2 days out, and he calls me and he says, this could be, and he was telling me this is very important, this is VIP, but a lot of people say that, and every event is so important.
Right.
But
Every
come
event
on,
is VIP. Every event
yeah.
is
I am a
what we're
VIP.
doing.
You are a VIP. We are all VIPs. And so he calls. He's like, "This is career changing, life changing," and I'm like, "Shit." So I'm like, "Okay, dude, I need the guest list. Like, you can't really do that to me, and I need to know." And he rattles off. Jamie Lee Curtis is one. He rattles off some names that I was like,
NDA was signed.
holy, well, erase. It's been a while. She's cool.
Yeah, do NDAs, do they have a time
I thought
limit?
5 years, but I could totally.
Oh, it is?
I asked you if we edited. Please don't get me in trouble. Anyways, but and a few other names, and I was like, good God. I scrapped the entire list, called my original director of operations, my original A-team, and every other person I knew that was just perfect.
staffing.
Yeah, I was like, oh, shit.
We're
He
changing
wasn't
this up.
kidding.
It was true VIP.
Yeah.
VIP.
I was like, holy shit. Yeah, so that happens. Sometimes people really aren't just saying that.
Well, everyone's a VIP, right?
Yeah, they are.
You could be the president of...
Yeah.
People have different expectations, though, I think, especially when they're going to things quite often. And in
Right.
something like that, it's probably more discretion versus the usher, oh my God.
Right.
Yeah.
You want to put people who've been in this situation.
And you really had to
similar,
act like it was just no big.
Yeah, it's
no
just
big
serving
thing.
dinner.
Well,
like
some of your
dinner.
servers will be like, right?
Yeah,
Like, and you
exactly.
don't want
Spill
them
the
to
food
be
all
that
over.
way.
Yeah, right. And they were doing that in the kitchen a little bit, but
Yeah.
I was like,
Fresh.
But that's the best. Why when we go out and we go to these fancy, we're talking to the staff. We're like going, "Hey, we don't. You make a mistake, that's fine. You know, and they're like,
Yeah.
you're so nice. It's like
Yeah.
we get it. Like we totally get it.
right. Absolutely. Like when I'm in an event, I'm like, you're doing great.
Yeah, I'm always like, I make friends with they're all coming to the party tomorrow.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Parties.
Bar party?
Yeah, we got the 70s party tomorrow
Okay.
at the office.
Once a month party with Dave at his office.
My
Not
bad.
cool off.
I know. I think this might have been my first year that I missed school off too.
She's got cool off next year.
You do.
Oh my God.
Let me know what you need.
I will.
Dancers,
I will.
bed
I got
assemblers,
ideas.
you know.
Bad assembler.
I got ideas. Won't need
Whatever.
that. Promise. We'll not need that.
Yeah. We're taking it X-rated.
No, her theme will be good.
Hopefully. I got to talk to one person first and figure out if we can do it. And then he comes back in August. So
Okay.
I'm on hold.
That's super cool.
Yeah, a little bit of time to plan.
Yeah.
It's the first time you've ever had somebody plan that event super far in advance.
Yeah,
like
no
a
one's
year in
ever
advance.
planned a cool off a year in advance.
I
It's
love
usually the
that,
week of.
though.
No, I'm kidding.
No,
Like,
usually
like
it's
a-
months out.
6 out.
Yeah,
6 months
like 2
out.
months out, 3 months
Yeah,
out.
too. Well, they start with the great thing about cool. You guys know this. 80% of the vendors come back,
Mm-hmm.
so it's really your caterers, right, and then your favorite vendors that you're going to ask to do it. But all the other ones, they're in.
And for people who don't know what Cool Off in Style is, it is an event that's 24 years old.
33 years
geez,
old.
way off. 33 years old. And it's an event for people in the event space to not only connect, but, enjoy the time off, the summer.
It's our party.
Yeah, it's a
'Cause
party
we're
for
always working.
events people.
Yeah, it's so fun.
But still, there are
It's like
event
the
people
party
that
for
have
us.
to plan it
Yeah.
and be vendors at it. And
Right.
so,
Now, some
but
people still plan
it's
it,
fun.
but it's a good
Yeah,
time.
even when the years I've been a vendor, I've still had
Had a
fun
blast.
socialized.
Yeah, it's
for sure.
everybody. And now the old folks stay home because Dave, we've been coming for 33 years.
Yeah.
And the new
folks.
companies, old folks.
Old folks. I thought you meant like old folks home when you said it that way.
Well, no,
Like
again, being the
veterans,
first
the
certified
veterans.
service in Arizona, right? There's a bunch of us, and now you notice some of them are selling or giving it to their employees, and
Right.
the transition is happening now,
Yeah.
where I'm still drinking and partying, so I'm
You're
not-
you're good. You're good for another few years.
I'm good enough for another 30 years.
Yeah, got it in me. It'll be fine.
There you go.
All right, so you got one last story for us, or?
Where's like the craziest location? I mean, you talked about the desert, and that was a weird job, but craziest location, garage.
A garage. But all of these sound hot.
I know.
Well, that
the
middle of the
Arizona.
desert deal.
Yeah.
that was hot. Probably not so. There's one called Foothills, a pretty neat venue, and that's kind of off
barn.
the beaten path.
Yep.
But we have really gone off the beaten path, like in the middle of nowhere desert, where they pop up a full wedding and
Oh,
catering.
nice.
We do
Yeah.
Jeep tours. A lot of people
Yeah.
do the Jeep
Okay.
tour
Like,
stuff, and they build a
really
city.
Yeah.
These corporations, and they show up, and there's like a whole thing there, and then there's a snake going by,
Right.
Or the
Yeah.
scorpions up on your bar.
Oh yeah.
It sounds like a good idea to get married in the middle of nowhere to the wind blows and it's in your teeth.
That was me post COVID. Weddings in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's it.
Luxury high end weddings.
Right.
So,
yeah.
I
So
get it.
those I think are the most interesting. Where I'm like, where am I sending them?
There's no cell phone service. There's no power.
Yeah.
There's cows walking around.
Those ones.
Big deal.
Yeah.
Literally.
The load-ins, so on the mountains, on Camelback Mountain.
Those.
Yeah, those can be,
yeah.
The castle is like the worst.
right.
Does the castle have water? I heard it doesn't have water. There's like a
It had
castle
water.
on
It
Camelback
has a hot
Mountain.
tub in the living
Okay.
room.
I thought they were trying to make it an event space, but
The driveway is like this.
I didn't think they had water.
Yeah.
Literally, and so
Yeah.
every
So when
vendor's
you-
got to do their thing.
Right. Yeah, right. That's exactly right. You have to get in line and so those can be a little bit hey, you just
Haven't
know.
been there.
Yeah.
But
We go there a day early.
All the houses. Yeah, if they'll let
Bring
you
in a
drop
day-
off the
right,
bar
yeah,
a day
day early.
early, that's perfect. Yeah.
Or the ones in PV where you can't go in the neighborhood, so you got to park at the church
Yeah.
down at the McDonald, right? And then they send a bus to get you up there.
for staffing and everything
Yeah.
that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
crazy.
I forgot about all
fun.
that.
You get a lot of
Fun.
logistics phone calls. They're like, what are we supposed to do? Where do we go? I'm like, just calm
I had to
down.
drive people into our event space. I had to go meet them in the parking lot, and then either they got in my vehicle. Well, most of the time they got in my vehicle, and I drove them out, and then had to
Right.
drive them out at the end. Or we had the big bus that came
Right.
in, and so I had to lead the bus back because they had to go a certain path. They couldn't go too fast. We had to stop for the horses that were walking by. All that
Yeah.
fun stuff. So, yeah, always
That's
interesting.
too funny.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
always something.
The
So.
desert, the
The
desert
events are the
ones.
best, right? And we have so many stories.
Yeah, and on the catering side, you learn. I feel like in any industry, you learn by making mistakes. But in catering, one time we had a catering in the middle of absolutely nowhere, and for some reason, I didn't even think to ask if it had a water source. But of course, it didn't have a water source. So I was like, use your bottled water for the chafing dishes because we don't have a
Oh,
water
yeah.
source.
I've had to clean dishes out in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
We didn't have enough clean dishes or
Yeah.
forks or stuff like that. So I, for a very long time, kept a bucket and soap, like dish soap
for
from
So the
Dollar
client
Tree.
didn't order
learn as
enough
you go.
forks, or the rental company didn't suggest.
So it's
more?
usually not the clients ordering it; it's the planner, and we just
True.
didn't. And so we might have
Yeah.
we forgot we needed dessert forks, not spoons, or
Right.
we forgot to leave that off the pack list or something like that. And so we had
Yeah.
to full on do dishes. in the middle
Yeah,
of
the
desert.
glassware. I dislike glassware and racks.
Yeah. Are you finding that people are moving towards plastic more and more, or no?
Yeah, and only because pricing. That's
Yeah.
probably it. And they have really nice glassware now, right?
Right.
So you can, as I said, it's prestige or whatever. We've used it for vice presidents on that. So that's my selling point.
Right,
Is this good stuff?
absolutely.
Oh, I've used
The
it for
vice
used it
president
for vice
loved it.
presidents. I've used it for this. Yeah.
The plasticware or the glassware?
Plasticware. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then if it's good for that,
Then we go into sustainability too.
well.
Or our previous
Well, okay,
guest.
we can have a discussion because
Or our
I
previous guest
like
who
do the
did-
dishes and I get yelled at instead of using the dishwasher
Oh, yeah.
because I'm wasting water and I'm like, seriously? Because I have to rinse it first and then put it in there.
Yeah.
Let's
Just
talk
wait a
about
minute.
this.
Well, and our
we look
previous
at
guest does calligraphy, so like that's a take-home item, like a gift, and you can do that in glassware. You can't do that in
All right.
plasticware. So,
That's
yeah.
true.
interesting.
point.
We'll see how it trends going down.
Yeah.
Things
Dish
change.
pits are a thing too. Like I feel
What'd
like
you call?
dish pits, so dishwashers. I feel like
dish
people
pits.
forget, even like if you're doing an event for 300 people and you have china,
Yeah.
and they're like,
Oh,
we
you're
didn't even think
screwed.
about that. I'm like, where am I scraping to? Where's my team scraping to? Do you have garbage cans? Do you have garbage bags? And so
Right.
now all of those questions, because it's like the last thing people think about, but without a dish pit, you can't get the next course down. It's just dish pits, people,
Right, dish
they're
pits.
important.
It's like a nib.
Ask about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. How funny. These are some crazy stories, and all things. I mean, it changes all the time, and it's weather, it's environment, it's the people, it's flat tires. I mean, everything kind of comes into
Right.
play to create these crazy things that most of our clients never even see, and that means we're doing our job.
Yeah.
as
For sure.
well as we
Again,
could.
favorite question: does the client know?
Yep.
If the
Right.
answer's
If
no to
they
that,
don't
we
know,
can
then
fix
it was a
anything.
perfect
Fix it.
event.
Yep,
Yeah. We did.
exactly.
So my staff showed up one time at an event, and they were preparing, getting ready, doing the tables, setting up chairs, setting the room, and this caterer was supposed to be there at 4:30. So it's 4:30, 4:45, 5. They're like, caterer's not here. The caterer didn't show up.
Oh no.
And so
that's the
I'm like, you
worst,
guys,
though,
there's
right?
nothing you can do. Go buy a charcuterie
Yeah.
board from the grocery store. So those ones are hard when it's not really our
But you
fault.
have to solve them.
But still,
And you do solve them.
You
And
do
that
solve them.
does happen.
yeah.
Shows that we're the pros.
it
That's
does
why.
happen.
That's why we need the more money.
Right. I mean,
we
that
need
does
the
happen.
more money.
We need the more
for
money,
real.
please.
Yeah.
I mean but that's the professionalism that this
that's right.
industry
Figure it
has,
out.
right? Is the client you'll
Yeah.
save the day, and
And-
everybody in this industry has saved the day.
Yeah.
at
And
an
why
event.
to usually not go with the cheapest quote?
Right.
Yeah.
That, absolutely.
true.
Well, you get what you pay for in this
Yeah.
industry
Right.
too.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, thank you for joining us today.
Of course.
It was
Thank
fun
you
to
for
hear
having me.
stories. We'll connect, I'm sure, later on in the event space in some way.
We will,
Whether
we
it's
will.
staff or going out to the middle of the desert and building beds.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for
having me.
joining
You're welcome.
us. Dave, thanks for bringing Miss Emily along. Good ad.
Known her a long time. Good ad?
Good ad.
Yay, I
Good
finally got
ad.
a check.
Yay.
I've been getting X's. I finally get a check.
No. Yeah.
But thank you, everybody, for joining the Event Talk podcast today, where we talked about cold drinks, hot mics, cold drinks, and untold disasters. See you later.
Oh, don't forget to do that stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Do that
like,
stuff.
share, subscribe.
Like, share, do all that. Make sure you do
all
what we're
that.
supposed to
Thumbs
do.
up.
Do all the things, please.
Bye. Thanks for tuning into the Event Talk podcast, hot mics, cold drinks, and untold disasters, where every event has a story. A big thank you to our guests for their laughs, stories, and lessons. If you loved this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share with your fellow event pros. Until next time.